Welcome. Good morning. Good morning, everybody, all the ladies. We hope that you can join us by logging in and chatting in that chat, sending us some love by liking the page. We are sharing this live stream with our collective church page, but also under the women's collective page. And so we hope that you ladies, and I keep saying ladies because after all, this time is called Girl Talk. This is a time for us to get together, a place to hang out, to talk, and to drink some coffee. So, coffee or water, whatever. And this is a time for us to just, talk about life, talk about our joys, our struggles, our family life, just things that that us girls go through, So we're gonna give you guys a minute or so to go grab some coffee, water, or juice, whatever it is that you want to drink, and join us as we have our girl talk this morning.
Good morning. I don't know how to say her name.
Lupe. Hi, Lupe. Good morning. Hi, Mom, Marta. Hi, Mom. Thank you, ladies, for joining. Don't forget to like our Women's Collective page. Share this live stream so that other women and girls can join in and just, listen to our conversation, but also join in with your chats, just sending some love to us, like I mentioned, and liking our page, sharing it, and inviting other women to join in. So take a drink of my coffee, girls.
Good morning.
Oh, cheers.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh.
Awesome. So
we need our caffeine.
Yes. Caffeine, water, stay hydrated.
Red Bull, whatever you need.
Yeah, so this is our very first one. And so we're excited because for the longest time we've been wanting to do something just for us women. Our husbands, and I say our husbands because a lot of them are already part of the bro talk. I think that's what they call it, right? And we wanted to have something just for us. Last year, we started our Women's Collective Facebook page, and we were doing a study on the Proverbs 31 woman. We went through a devotional. Aisha actually led that devotional and study, and it was really, really a great experience where we got to meet some other women from Longmont and Greeley, and Lupe joined in from Sterling. We had some girls from California, from LA, and from Palmdale, just hanging out with us and just learning about, the type of woman that God wants us to be, and who God wants us to become. Because a lot of the times, we think about the Proverbs 31 woman and we're like, there's no way we're ever going to get there. But really the whole point of that is to have that journey of, where God wants us to go. So it was an interesting time. I think I really loved it. I think we all enjoyed it. It was every Saturday, but we decided, okay, let's do something different, and this is how Girl Talk came about. So it's our very first one. Yay! We're excited about that, right?
Tea time.
Maybe we should have called it that, tea time. But hopefully you grabbed your coffee or your drink and you join in with us, like I mentioned before. But we wanted to just take a time to introduce ourselves. So my name, in case you don't know, my name is Joanna. I am pastoring Collective Church along with my husband, Robert, and we started Collective Church back in November during, of course, the COVID pandemic. And so we decided and we felt that we needed to just start this church online. And so we've been trying to gather, ideas and thoughts on different ministries that we can do online, and so this is one of them. So we're excited once again that we're able to start this. But I'm Joanna. We have 3 children along with my husband, 2 girls, a 15-year-old and a 10-year-old, soon to be 11. And then we also have a boy. He is going to be 4 in about a month. So it's an exciting time, I think, for us, just because we get to see the different stages of the ages and the way they're growing and developing. But it's exciting. I'm also in ministry, pretty much full time, you can say. I work for Healing Waters Ministries as their office administrator, but I also work for their SUM West Denver cohort, which is an online Bible college. shameless plug right there.
I know. She's gonna have a few of those.
I'll have a few of those. Joe Savvy Creation. No, okay. So yeah, I do a little bit of everything. I like to keep busy.
Yes.
And if I'm not doing something, I feel like, all right, let me go create something. And so I'll like go cut something and put on a mug. So, yeah, I do a little bit of everything, but I love my life. It is busy, but it is also a good life where I've learned to, stick with family, stick with friends, and make sure that mostly we're putting God first. So,
Amen.
yeah. Becky, want to go next?
Sure. My name is Becky Boss, and I am a part of Collective Church. I help with the children's ministry and with worship as well. I'm a dental assistant, and I have a 2-month-old boy named Caleb.
So cute.
Yes, he's growing up so fast.
Yeah,
I'm like,
time flies.
geez, it's cool. I like that he's growing, of course, but it's scary.
It's sad.
I know.
Stop growing.
Yeah. I'm married to Oscar Boss, and yeah, I'm excited to be here and like to be a part of our family, our crazy, fun, amazing family, and then a part of this church and just a part of this time right now that we can spend this time to hang out and just talk and not be with the kids, and just hang out for a little bit, even though they're upstairs.
Thank you, Ruby.
Yeah.
And Oscar.
And Oscar.
Ruby. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm Julie, Jaylene, whatever you know me as. I am also part of Collective Church. I am the youth director here, and I am 23 years old. So it's cool how we all we have different ages.
I'm 33. I forgot to say that.
I'm not saying how old I am.
She's our mom. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, yeah. So you'll get to see perspective from all ages. But yeah, I got married 2 years ago in 2019, and I have a baby. She is about to be 7 months. It's so sad.
Yes.
And then I am a business owner. I run a food truck with my sister, my mom. We do catering events. So if you need a caterer, message me. Hi, Gio or Nieves, if you guys are watching.
Hi, guys.
Good morning. Yeah. And I'm also a part of SUM. I'm currently gonna start my last year to get my bachelor's.
Yay.
God help
So
me.
close.
Yeah. So Aisha.
Hi, my name is Aisha, and I also help with the Women's Collective page. I recently, during COVID, I became a stay-at-home mom, and so that's been a big change for me. I have 3 kids now, 2 boys and a baby girl who's almost 2 months. And let me tell you, it is not easy. Not easy. Sometimes I do wish that I was working still, but I really have to step back and thank God that, He's allowing me to stay home with them and just enjoy those moments and cherish them, because like Becky said, they grow up way too fast.
Very.
Yeah.
I was just saying how everybody wants to be a stay-at-home mom.
Not everybody.
Not everybody. You're right.
I love being with
I
Caleb.
want to be a stay-at-home mom. Good morning, Angela. Sorry.
Yeah, well, hi, Angela.
Hi,
Morning, Angela.
Hi, Jan. She's watching on the
Hi,
Women's
Jan.
Collective page, and we have some people watching on the Collective Church
That's my aunt.
page.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Julie.
Oh, good. Hi.
Hi, Thea.
So that's one of the things that we like about this group of 4 women and the group that is watching out there as well, that we all come from different walks of life. And it's interesting because, Becky and I are sisters. Julie is my sister-in-law. Aisha is a cousin of ours. And so, we all, although somehow we're related, we all have completely different lives. But we're able to share our lives together. I am in ministry, and we have 3 kids, different ages. Becky is a dental assistant. She's has her first baby.
My first baby.
Julie is a little bit of everything, right? A small business owner.
Yes.
And she also had her first baby. Like, it's just cool. And then Aisha, you know, a stay-at-home mom, which a lot of, like Julie said, a lot of times we think, ooh, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to be able to be home and do nothing. But is that really the case, Aisha?
No.
She's like, no, you don't.
I think it's interesting to, when you think about it, because you're working the whole day. Like, you don't really take a break.
Yeah.
For us, I feel like we go to work and, okay, let's take a lunch. Or, you know, sometimes the kids want to go with me to work. And I love you, Ruby, Ruth, and Jossie. But, like, I want to go to work and be away. You know, like, be by myself. Like, have that time to just concentrate and focus on what I'm doing and not have to worry about, you know, oh my God, the kids are here. Oh, what are they gonna eat? So, you know, I don't know. Do any of you ladies out there feel the same way, or do you love to have your kids? I mean, I love my kids, but you know, if I go to work, I want to go to work and not have to worry about the
I also
kids.
think it'd be different. Like, just if I was a stay-at-home mom, I only have one. So Jayla, I think it's a little bit easier, but Aisha has 3 kids.
Different
So-
sleeping schedules, maybe.
Yes,
Or, you know, like-
she's trying to put one. Like, La hermana Marta, she takes care of Jayla, Josh, Caleb, and Isla.
Yeah.
I don't know how she does it.
Yeah.
But she does it, and, like, I think, I don't know, it's just different, you know, different situations. But yes, Darius, I would love to be a stay-at-home mom. Hint, hint.
Yeah, I feel like I enjoy my breaks at work, and I do think of Caleb, but it's good for him too, you know,
Yeah.
to like be away for a
Right.
little bit. But honestly, Aisha, that's amazing. Like when I stayed home with Caleb for 2 months, of course he was a newborn,
Right.
but you have a newborn and you have a toddler and you have, you know, it's
I'm like,
a
why did
lot.
I do this?
So it's a job, like
Yeah.
it's a full-time job.
Right.
So no, like whether you're a stay-at-home mom or you go to work, all power to
Right.
women. You know, we do a lot.
I feel like
So-
as moms though, you still have like you have a guilt trip in a way. Like when you go to work, you know, you're like, oh, like you feel bad because they're with someone else and
Yeah.
you're not spending time with
You
them.
miss some of the little cute things they
Right.
do.
So it's like,
And that's why I'm like, I hope she walks when I'm there, or like, luckily she just started sitting and like rolling over and stuff, and I was there for that, so I'm like, yay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Lupe says, I love my kids, but I do need my job. My job is like my me time. I have 3 kiddos, 1, 2, and 3.
oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
no, I get that. And then Angela said, I loved being home with my boys for 10 years. It was definitely a blessing. Enjoy your babies. Exactly. I mean, it's both ways. I
Right.
get it. 100%.
Yeah. Actually, we were just talking about having my me time, and that's actually a good segue into the conversation that I wanted to go into, because a lot of the times we do come home, or like if you're a stay-at-home mom, like you're home, like
Yeah.
you don't really have a time to say I want to go out and do my own thing, you know. Especially, you know, with Danny, right? He has a full-time job
Right.
where he works more than 40 hours sometimes. And so you're basically home by yourself with the kids. You know, and then if we're at work, when we come home, we also kind of don't take a break because we come home to do housework, to take care of the kids, to
Right.
take them to softball. I've learned now what a softball mom life is.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a lot of work. I mean, to the point where I'm like, hey guys, can you guys do this for me? Because I just don't have time. Like, you know, so it does get really busy. So how do we get to that point of saying, all right, like, you know, I love my kids and I love my family, but I need some me time. You know, and Lupe mentioned her me time is at work, and I kind of feel the same way, because as I said, you know, I like to go to work and not have the kids because that is my me time. I'm driving by myself. I'm listening to whatever I want. If it's classical music, Brianna got in the car with me on Thursday, and I was like, oh, sorry, I was listening to classical music.
She's
and
all falling asleep.
And I was like, well, some days I just want to like jam to classical music. I'm kind
like,
of.
whoa, Joanne.
And this is where you see the ages. Just kidding.
Meaning.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Actually, let me read something that I saw the other day, and I will cross out some things just because I don't want to offend anybody. But it says, "Want to be a good mom? Take care of yourself. Whether you need to cry or take a pottery class or go on Zoloft, let's just say, or go on Amazon or Ulta or Target, or go to therapy or quit your job or formula feed or not formula feed, or go away by yourself for a weekend or go back to work or be really angry until you figure out what makes sense. I don't care what you do or how you do it. We need you to be okay."
Yeah.
And so I read that, and that's something that's been in our minds in the last couple of weeks. Like, what are we doing to really take care of ourselves? I know Becky and Julie started working out. They're going to the gym together, which helps kind of keep you guys accountable, right?
Yes, very. Sometimes she doesn't want to go, sometimes I don't want to go, but we end up going because one of us is like, go, let's go.
Yeah. So that is definitely, something that I think helps us kind of cope and just say, this is my me time. I'm taking care of myself first. I heard this one actress say once that for a while she was always just angry and upset, and she would wake up and start yelling at her kids, and she would just kind of go crazy even before the day started, and she quickly realized, like, I need to take care of myself first. So she did her own thing. A lot of Hollywood stars do their own, like, meditation and things that they do, but what are some of the things that we can do, and I think being that most of us have been in SUM, one of the big things that SUM is on is your spiritual formation, your spiritual disciplines, and that does include reading your word, praying, listening to worship music, and those are some things that I think we can do, right, as women. Like, you wake up, even if you have to wake up a little earlier. We read with the Proverbs 31 woman that she was an entrepreneur. She was she wasn't just a stay-at-home mom. She would actually go out and to the I'm not even sure if I'm saying this, to the merchants, or no, sorry, to the market. She would go out to the market and sell different materials to the merchants that were passing by, and so I think I learned a lot from her, just in that a lot of the times I think, okay, I just need to be a good stay-at-home mom, or go to work and come home and make sure everything is ready. And no, we can learn to be our own person, not get lost in just being a mom, by taking care of ourselves. And that includes, taking that time of prayer, taking that time to worship a little bit, taking that time to just be still. And actually, I want to read that verse. It's Psalm 46:10. It says, "Be still and know that I am God." We're so busy. I mentioned at the beginning that I like to just be busy. I can't just sit down and enjoy a movie because I'm thinking, I could be making a cup right now. I could be cleaning the fridge right now. I could be ...
Right.
And do you ever feel like that?
Always.
Yeah, I think a lot, like, even when I was home with Caleb, I was doing something, organizing his drawers or organizing my clothes or the kitchen or just anything. But it's true, we need to take care of ourselves, take time for ourselves. And maybe because I enjoy organizing, I do put music on and I like start organizing if the baby's asleep, and that's like my me time when I'm at home. That makes me feel good. It makes me feel like, okay, at ease. My mind is like...
And it is like when your house is, I've read, like, when your house is clean and it's organized, it also, like, you can breathe a little bit, so even, like, I've found, like, okay, I'm gonna do this cabinet today, and, like, you just take your time, and I know it's a lot harder with older kids and them being crazy, but
Or you can just make them do it.
right. You can just watch them and relax.
Or you ask them to do something and then it's like, oh, thank you.
didn't do it
Let me
right.
do it.
Right. That's why sometimes I'm like, I'm not even gonna ask my husband because I'm going to do it anyway again. So.
Well, what are some things that you ladies do? Sorry, Becky.
It's okay.
If you guys can just comment in the chat, add your comments, chat with us, hang out with us for a little bit.
Yeah.
We're almost done, I promise. Becky, you were gonna.
I was just going to piggyback off of Julie because I thought it was funny. She was like, I'm not even going to ask my husband. But when Oscar and I first got married, I fold towels a certain way. And then he did it a different way. So I would just be like, I'm just going to fold the towels. But he loves me so much. He learned to fold towels my way. He's like, is this right?
Wow, that is true love right there.
I'm like, yes.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you mention it because for me, it's the pants or jeans. We fold them a certain way, and Robert just does it different.
Just rolls them up.
Not even like he folds them, but he just folds them differently. So it's just funny that every single time, and just like a couple weeks ago, I was like, Robert, you still fold the pants the same way? Like, we've talked about this. I don't know.
The little things that make a difference.
And it's really cool to like have them because we've been married for like, I guess Becky's been married a little bit longer, but because they're older, I feel like it's different. So with me, like, I'm like, girls, like, what do I do? Like, oh my goodness, this and that. And, Joanna's been married for how long?
16 years, guys. We just celebrated 16 years.
Yes, that's awesome. So, yeah, it's good to hear her stories because I'm still, like, brand new to this wedding, married, baby life now. So it's really hard to, get to know each other and all of that. But it's awesome to hear their stories and be like, okay, it'll get better.
It does.
We have hope.
So be still and know that I am God. I think when it all comes down to it, we can all, even though we have different lives, we can all realize, like, we go back to the word, and actually we have a comment from your aunt. You want to read it?
Yeah. So Julie says, that is so me. I hate the way my honey folds the clothes when it's time to put them away. I'll refold them without him knowing because I don't want to hurt his feelings. I feel like that's so good because sometimes I am just like, why did you do that? Or what, and to just read that comment that you don't want to hurt his feelings, like, that's just a reminder to me that, not everyone does things the same. Our husbands, us, like, we're different people, and we just need to be patient, whether it be with them, with our kids, or even with ourselves. So thank you for that comment.
Yes, thank you.
Angela said, I love this saying. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. Winnie the Pooh says, do nothing for me. It's to the very best of something.
Yeah. And I don't have my glasses today, so I'm like, doing nothing. Yeah, doing nothing for me. It's to the very best of something. Yeah, that's really good, Angela. Thank you. Yeah, that's a really good.
Hi, Miriam.
Hi, Miriam.
So that's like saying, like, to, like, doing nothing is okay.
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 Yeah.
Sorry.
I feel like that's super hard. I'm like Becky. When I clean and stuff, like, it brings me peace. But sometimes I
you need to not do it.
Yeah,
and
like,
just relax.
Right.
I agree, Angela.
Darius is always like, let's watch a movie. We don't have school. Let's do this. And I'm like, you don't see the mess? How are we gonna watch a movie?
Yeah.
So yeah, do nothing for.
Oh, there's Miriam. Hi, Miriam.
Yeah.
I just seen that comment.
Yeah, but so like I was saying, it all kind of comes back to what our belief is, coming back to the word and being still, trusting God, knowing that even in the times where we're feeling tired and, man, like, I just need my me time, we need our girl talk, like, we can all come back to the word and say, all right, like, this is who I trust in, this is who I rest in, right? And so if you agree, I want you to give us a thumbs up, throw some hearts out there, and I think you were going to share something as well.
I was just going to say that if we are able to do that for ourselves, like, just take the time for ourselves to take care of my health or my mental health or my spiritual health, all of it. One of the verses that stood out to me when we were doing, so many of them stood out, but the Proverbs 31, women, in verse 28, it says, her children arise and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. If we're able to stay healthy in every area, we're going to be able to be strong for our family, not just our kids, not just our husbands, but ourselves. And then, like, I see my mom and I'm like, wow, my mom's amazing. You know, like, she's brought us up, 5 kids, you know, she took us all to church, dressed us up, fed us, did everything. So, you know, she's an amazing woman, and she did all of that with God's help, but she took time for herself as well. So I think if we can do that, then our children will one day be like, wow, you know, my mom can do it.
Yeah, I definitely remember her taking her time to go to the hair salon, to get her hair done, to look pretty.
I would sweep up the hair. That was my job when we were there. I'd be like bored. They're like, I bet they would give me $5 or something, and I would sweep up all the hair while we were there.
So you've always loved cleaning, Becky.
See, I'm telling you. Can't sit still.
That's why I love when she goes to my house, because she even puts the kids to clean.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I saw the post the other day. Joshua was like cleaning his beautiful paint he has on the wall.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi,
That's
Lupe. Hope you're doing
Lupe.
good.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us. And Aisha, I think you were going to share something as well.
Yeah, I wanted to say something because I became a mom when I was 19 years old. And I know many of you who are watching or have watched or will watch this, you know, when we become young moms, a lot of times, you know, we have a lot of growing up to do. You know, we have to mature still. We're still finding ourselves. Maybe we didn't grow up in a good home. You know, we don't have no like role models or anything like that. But we do have that desire to change for our kids. And so, you know, if that's you, just a reminder to just recognize, you know, that you need to grow, or you need to fix whatever needs to be fixed in you, whether that be trauma or, I don't know, maybe hurt or anything like that, you know, or you just need to find yourself again and feel happy. And sorry, that makes me so emotional, because, you know, that was me. And just encourage you guys to just, you know, reach out for help, or, you know, if you have to cry out to God, do that. But do it for yourself and do it for your family and your kids. Because I'm 25 now, and I'm starting to realize, like, okay, like, I have to do this. You know, if I want a good life for my children and for my family, like, I have to do this. And it's hard, but we have to do it. So,
and even like off of that, not being like, yeah, having your me time, but not being alone through whatever you're going through.
Right.
Like, I've been so blessed to have a family that's literally by my side. With everything that I do, I just bought a home, and, you know, they were so happy, and everything that I do, I have a family to help me get to that path where I need to get to. So
And just to close that off, 2 Corinthians 4:16 says, take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. So, you know, leave it all in God's hands. And Angela says something that she uses all the time, but God. You know, you might be going through certain things in your life, but God. Like, God is in control of everything. And as long as we can place our trust in Him, be still in Him, and let Him do the work that He needs to do in our lives and our families and in our minds and our spirits and our souls, like, you know, everything else will just fall into place. So thank you, ladies, for joining us in our first Girl
Cheers.
Talk. Cheers one more time.
But God.
Yeah.
Girl talk, but God.
So we love you, ladies.
Yay.
Like I said, this is our first one. We hope to do one every month at least, and be able to just hang out, take some time to hang out, leave the kids somewhere, and eventually maybe even get together in person soon with a lot of you ladies. And once again, we love you. Thank you for joining us. And
Bye,
we'll see
guys.
you next
Bye.
month. Bye.
Bye.